Hey, it's Drew Neiser with another Tuesday tip. We just spent a better part of an hour talking about this intersection of the role of the CMO and the HR person and where they come together on building culture and how difficult it is to build culture without an office. So the tip today is going to be about how do you build culture without an office? Chandar, Pattabhiram from Coupa, what is your tip?
Well, thank you, Drew. Thank you for having me today. First of all, I think to build a brand, you have to build it inside out, from employees to customers. And it's what we call it brand culture. Your brand and your culture are tightly connected with each other. But to do building a culture without an office, I think you need to create or force points of physical engagement at some periodic intervals so that you get the camaraderie and you get the connection based on the physical interaction. That's very, very important, as much as you create a virtual environment. And so that's what I would say, introduce elements of physical interaction, whether it's an extended marketing leadership or any leadership team or offsites or in the office, et cetera, that gives you that physical connectivity.
Got it. Okay. So Jakki Geiger from Pyramid Analytics. Jakki, I know you guys are 100% virtual. Talk a bit, give us a tip on building culture without an office.
Absolutely. So first of all, I completely agree with Chandar. We have to get together on a regular basis. In our case, we do it on a quarterly basis. We get together, we have fun together, we get to know each other in person, which is so critical because we miss that whole water cooler or talk before a meeting or after a meeting when we get together. So what I try to do is create that in meetings. I actually have an hour-and-a-half meeting with my team each week, and we do an icebreaker to get to know each other a little more personally. We celebrate birthdays and work anniversaries, and I make sure that Fridays, they have no meetings so they can actually get everything done and feel autonomy around that. But the in-person, we love to get together quarterly. It's a great experience.
So I love this because it's just a reminder. I mean, we spent a lot of time in huddles trying to improve our calendars and manage time. And yet, and the time that we're taking away often is that personal connection time. So Jakki's building it back into her meetings with icebreakers and so forth. Okay, Ellina, Shinnick from Hub, what is your tip?
Sure. So culture has to be a top priority for you, like any other aspect of your marketing strategy. And you have to really think about it daily, weekly, quarterly. So part of that is identifying what does aspiration look like? What does success look like? Where do you want to become better? Where do you want to become more connected as a team? And then bring in an extended leadership team to co-create those strategies. Culture is built when everyone feels engaged, when everyone feels heard, and when everyone feels like they were able to contribute to the culture of the organization. So as much as you can identify what this evolution of culture looks like in our hybrid environment, start to map out things that you want to accomplish, bring in an extended leadership team, hear their voice, and let them drive some of those initiatives, the more connectivity you will have throughout the year.
Oh my God, I hope everybody's listening. These are amazing tips. JD Dillon, Tigo Energy, what's your tip?
So I heard from this great group of marketing leaders that it might be time to dust off the old values, vision, and mission, if you had one in the past, and have a look and see what still applies. Maybe take all the new people through the exercise. Your company is probably different than it was 2 years ago. It might be time to think hard about if it is different, how, and if it's not, how do you reinforce?
That's such a great point. We've got to revisit these things. Okay, Fredrik Carlegren from Toshiba. Fredrik, what's your tip?
Yeah, thanks. I think we heard a lot of good things already, but I would definitely emphasize the core values. We've really emphasized that as something that unites us, regardless of if you're in the office or if you're virtual. And it's not just articulating what they are, but how you put them into practice. So for us, folks on the retail industry, we made ours memorable. We are retail. E stands for empowerment. And even in our all hands meetings every month, we have employees who come and talk about what they've done and how they felt empowered to do their job. And just small examples of how you bring the core values to life and you create that connection, the human connection. I think is really important.
Yeah, and I love the acronym, make it easy, make it memorable. Okay, Sheraun Britton-Parris.
I would actually echo what Ellina and Chandar said, although I would say, Ellina, I definitely would agree that it needs to be a business objective. I think marketing, subjecting it to marketing definitely maybe cuddles it down a little bit. So I think from a business objective standpoint, culture definitely needs to be paramount and first and foremost from that perspective, and everyone needs to own it from all leaders across the leadership team. And again, I would definitely agree with JD as well with regard to reassessing what your values, mission, values, actions, behaviors, all of that looks like right now, and really understanding, does that really reflect where you want to go and what's your North Star? So that would be my tip as with regard to that.
What a great, well, thank you for bringing it home, Sheraun. I appreciate that, and appreciate the thing that this is not your job. This is like the executive team's job, and you're dependent on them to do this, but you can drive it, get it out there, and then let it go. Lots of amazing Tuesday tips. That's your Tuesday tip. I'm Drew Neiser. If you are a B2B CMO who can share, care, and dare with the best of them, check out CMOHuddles.com. Peace out.